All right, it's March 11, 2012, and for Iowa, it's a warm day. So what we decided to do was we moved a split window bus into the garage so I could pull the motor out so I can have a motor for this. This is my vehicle. This is a 67 micro bus called a walkthrough. We go in the back, you can notice there's no motor in it. So I gotta put a motor in it, plus do a bunch of other work. They're extremely hard to find. So my project's gonna be, I might have this on the road and running this spring. May not be all painted. I'm sure the doors will close, but it'll run. The front nose kind of had some damage. So really, the project was, we had another bus sitting here. And the problem with buses, if they sit a while, the drums, their rear wheels lock up. And we kind of made some ruts. But it wasn't any match for my new pickup truck. I got a four-wheel drive pickup truck with big Hemi motor, and it was just dragging it along fine. Then at one point, the rear wheels broke loose. And I thought it was fine. I was driving the truck. But, as you can see, they decided to lock up again. And the Dodge Hemi, it didn't even know the wheels were locked. It was like in Iowa plowing dirt. And that big motor, you couldn't even tell. So as you can see, we plowed dirt right through the front yard. The problem was, once we got it here, actually, this is the rear wheel, the bus. It's sitting down here, down this ramp. And the problem was how to get it in the garage. So we got a floor jack and we put it under the rear wheels. And we took the Blue Beetle with the tow rope and we actually towed and drug it kind of up the concrete with it on the floor jack. Then the next challenge was getting it over that little hump or curve, the floor jack. So we had to shim and had to end up having to push it. So this is a 1964 split window bus that Jake picked up. So we got two bus projects.
And as a funny side note, we had a local, I guess you could call him a hooligan, who was on the loose spray painting all the public buildings and saw the van sitting and decided to give it a nice little new tag. So we have a local piece of town folk, I guess you could call it.
So task, we got someone gonna help me because you know my foot's still not completely healed. So a friend from work's gonna come. He's gonna help me pull this motor out. It's not a stock motor. I know it doesn't look like much, but there are a lot of expensive parts on this thing. The story we were told was they built the motor, put it in, and it wouldn't turn over. And part of the problem could be This is a 6-volt bus, so the transmission and the flywheel are a smaller size. If they put a 12-volt flywheel in here and bolted it up, the motor would lock up. If they unbolt the motor, it'll turn over. So this motor's coming out, and it's gonna kind of be the donor for my bus, and we'll rebuild it, tear it down and go through it. And we'll film that process too and what's involved. So this is the beginning. It took us 2 hours to get this bus in this garage, but it's here. Well, that's it till we start tearing it apart.